Imagine waking up one morning to find $1.5 billion gone, vanished. Not from a small, shady crypto startup, but from one of the world's most trusted cryptocurrency exchanges, Bybit. And no one knew who did it. No alarms were triggered. No warnings issued. Just silence. And then chaos. Now imagine learning that the culprits weren't rogue cyberpunks or basement hackers, but a state-sponsored army of elite coders, trained by a government, fueled by desperation, and willing to do anything to keep their regime alive. This isn't fiction. This isn't the plot of a cyber thriller. This is real. This is the Bybit hack, one of the largest crypto heists in history, carried out by North Korea's Lazarus Group and executed with military precision. Let's unravel how it all happened. On February 21st, 2025, blockchain analysts started noticing something strange. A sudden, massive outflow of Ethereum from wallets linked to Bybit. At first, it looked like routine transactions, but the sheer scale and the unusual routing patterns raised red flags. In just a matter of hours, over $1.5 billion worth of ETH had been drained from the platform. Panic quietly spread behind the scenes. Bybit had not yet released a statement, but the blockchain didn't lie. Someone had successfully penetrated one of the world's most secure crypto exchanges. And the method, as investigators would soon reveal, it wasn't brute force, it was brain power. To understand this hack, we need to understand who's behind it. The Lazarus Group isn't new to the world of cybercrime. They've been linked to some of the most high-profile digital heists in history, including the 2014 Sony Pictures hack, the 2017 WannaCry ransomware attack, and multiple crypto exchange hacks totaling over $3 billion before the Bybit incident. Lazarus isn't just a group of rogue coders. They are a state-sponsored cyber warfare unit operating under the command of North Korea's Reconnaissance General Bureau, the country's primary intelligence agency. Why crypto? Because unlike traditional financial systems, crypto offers anonymity, speed, and no international borders. It's the perfect tool for a regime crippled by sanctions and desperate for funding. The attack didn't happen overnight. This was a long game. Investigators believe Lazarus began by launching a targeted phishing campaign against Bybit employees. These weren't generic scam emails. These were custom-tailored, impersonating trusted third parties or offering fake job opportunities to lure staff into downloading malware. Once a single machine was compromised, the group moved laterally within Bybit's internal systems, harvesting credentials, identifying key infrastructure, and silently mapping the exchange's entire operational framework. When the time came, they had everything they needed: access to hot wallets, bypass routes for withdrawal limits, and knowledge of when internal monitoring would be weakest. And then they executed. Stealing the funds was only step one. The next challenge? Laundering $1.5 billion on a blockchain watched by thousands of analysts and automated surveillance tools. The Lazarus Group used a multi-layered laundering system. First, they split the ETH into smaller wallets, making the movement harder to trace. Then, they passed the funds through decentralized mixers like Tornado Cash, designed to break transaction trails. Next, the tokens were bridged across different blockchains, Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain to Tron to obscure sidechains. Finally, some of the ETH was converted into privacy coins like Monero, which are notoriously difficult to trace. Despite these tactics, firms like Chainalysis and TRM Labs managed to identify certain patterns and wallet clusters tied to Lazarus and alerted global exchanges and governments. Bybit, in response, froze operations temporarily and collaborated with law enforcement agencies. Some assets were successfully traced and a portion has been frozen, but the majority remains unrecovered. This wasn't just a hack. This was a cyber warfare operation, a hostile nation striking at a global financial platform. It raises serious concerns. If an exchange as big as Bybit can be breached, who's safe? Are crypto users and institutions truly prepared for this level of threat? And how can we, as individuals, protect ourselves? The Bybit hack serves as a massive wake-up call. Here are 5 essential lessons every crypto user should learn. Don't leave large funds on exchanges. Use cold wallets and hardware wallets for long-term storage. Be cautious of phishing. Lazarus got in through social engineering, not brute force. Enable multi-factor authentication on every account. Keep your software and systems updated. Many breaches exploit outdated apps. Stay informed. Follow trusted cybersecurity sources. The threat landscape evolves quickly. The Bybit hack is more than just a headline. It's a chilling reminder that the front lines of modern warfare are no longer only on land, air, or sea. They're in code, emails, and digital wallets. A silent war is being waged on the blockchain. And unless we take action, unless we wise up, we risk becoming the next victims. If you found this story revealing, subscribe to Untold and Unsolved stories. We break down the biggest cyber crimes, true crime mysteries, and digital heists from around the world. Stories that are too real, too raw, and too important to ignore. Hit the bell icon, drop a comment, and most importantly, stay safe out there.